But where are the vegetables? All the gays cried in unison, creating imaginary gay people to tell me to eat my vegetables, which raises the question, are vitamins gay? Or other question, is it gay to want to consume vitamins because it keeps you healthy? Like, what are you staying healthy for? For gay activities? Come on. But seriously, what? I mean, first of all, you really cannot judge people's eating habits based on one meal. And also, you could have just wrote something actually meaningful, like, I'm really proud of how this, whatever roast beef, or I don't know what it's supposed to be, or steak turned out, or I made dinner myself, like for myself, or literally anything. But you wanted to be homophobic, but it just ended up being really weird because it's very gay to care about your health, apparently. Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing some sort of two very unhinged posts of straight people most definitely not being okay. There are okay straight people, but we won't find them on the subreddit. So that's what we're doing today, but you know the deal. Before we continue, y'all gotta get hydrated. So grab some water or some tea, whatever else you like to drink. In the meantime, also feel free to like and subscribe. And then we continue. Do you have your drink? Okay, let's go. I only saw the butterfly tattoo after the food arrived. Too late to leave now. Rookie mistake. How does this guy think having a tattoo on your chest is less of a red flag than taking a picture of your date and posting it on Twitter? Like, is the placement the issue? Or the butterfly tattoo an issue? Or is it a combination? Like, would a butterfly on like her wrist or something be less weird? But this is literally I think she would have probably appreciated if you like had been honest in that moment, be like, no, listen, I just noticed your tattoo. I don't want to date you. Because if you think that is like super wrong, then obviously your date or any kind of relationship isn't going anywhere. So please be honest next time. Like, don't do it in a super offensive way, which I'm not sure you're capable of, but maybe just say that you don't like women who have tattoos, or that you can't stand the sight of her tattoo or something, and end the date right there. Like, if the restaurant isn't full, ask to eat at a different table or something. What are you doing? Like, no, you decide to make her immensely uncomfortable during eating, probably. What are you doing? I think I speak for all men when I say this evil device needs to be banned and incinerated. A device to open glasses. Okay. Or jars. Fellas, this changes everything. We're gonna need each other now more than ever. Once the wives find out, divorce papers will come down like rain. We must band together to shut down the factory. I make do with this cheaper, quieter one under the cabinet when a man isn't around. It's faster and no need to feed it batteries or find storage for it either. Just don't use it when a guy is around, because we live for this. Age restricted to 70 plus. I can accept those terms. Oh my god, there goes my wife's reason for keeping me. This device feels like a Grim Reaper reaching out to shake hands. I asked my husband to open all jars, even though I can easily open them. It makes him feel special. Don't ever admit you can open them. This is our top job. As a man, I feel threatened that someone thinks we needed this device. Same. How about instead of, like, I get it. Like, doing something nice or like showing up as a strong man for your partner. I kinda get that. But being this pressed about it, like, A, it's just easier for her if she's like alone in the kitchen to use a device like this if she isn't strong enough, or if a jar is particularly tight, okay? It's just easier. And also, instead of focusing all your energy on trying to create a Twitter shitstorm over this device, how about you find more reasons for your partner to keep you by being a good partner, instead of just being like, haha, no, this is the only reason they need us. That just tells me a lot about what kind of partner you are, because if that's literally the only thing she needs you for, then the device isn't the problem, you are. I want someone who can send me a video of you reading so I know you're not a bimbo. I think after seeing this profile, a lot of people are gonna swipe. Is left, I can never tell. I haven't been on whatever dating app, but like they're gonna swipe to not match you. Because what? Yeah, of course, you need a video of her reading so you know she's not a bimbo. Like, what do you want her to do? Do you want her to like read you a story out loud or something so you can tell she's actually reading it? What do you... Okay, sure. I'm really like grateful for people advertising so clearly who they are on their dating profile, so you can actually like swipe away to not match with these people. You know, like it's better than like keeping it hidden and these people only finding out after a couple of dates or something. Fantasy: men having it easy and women having like a lot of obstacles in their way. Reality: women just climb on a man and use OnlyFans. Are you mad that it works? Because people like you are also the reason it works. Like, being mad at women owning their sexuality is forever funny to me, really. Because these people want someone who will do all sorts of freaky things that they want, but as soon as they do it without them, then they're super mad. It's hilarious. And also, you understand nothing of what it is like to be a woman, do you? Like, have you ever listened to women? Have you ever been open to having a conversation with a woman so to actually like hear what kind of experiences they have on the daily? No? Because this meme, if we even want to call it that, it clearly shows that. The female praying mantis devours the male within minutes of mating, while the female human prefers to stretch it out over a lifetime. I was fortunate enough to get away. We must take our time to appreciate good things. Interestingly, they both look similar without makeup too. Say a woman has never wanted to marry you without saying a woman has never wanted to marry you. Literally. What are you even talking about? Because I know y'all like ignoring science, but there have been several studies that women in relationships or marriages actually have a less high life expectancy and a worse quality of life, while for men it's the opposite. Like, men actually have their lives be better and live longer if they have a wife. But y'all still want to turn around and be like, no, like women bad, women trap men in marriage and destroy their lives, when it's literally not even true. And also, if it was true, if your wife really treats you awful, or if it's destroying your mental health or your health or whatever, get divorced. Don't whine about it on the internet like a bratty 12-year-old. What are you doing? Homophobes. LGBT people are disgusting perverts who are sexualizing our kids. Meanwhile, actual straight people. A video of a little girl in a restaurant looking at some man. Mom, he's the one. That little smirk is killing me. She was like, target found. The way she looked at her mother, like she's telling her by eyes, this is your upcoming son-in-law. I've never seen this emoji expressed so perfectly. She's too smart for her age, and that eye talk between daughter and mother. So cute. The way they look at each other at the end, eyes don't lie. She spotted target, turned on charm, got correct response, confirmed acceptance from master teacher, all in preparation for that one right day. Bro started looking for a husband before saying her first word. A husband that much older to her is crazy. Guess the whole world is crazy because that's been happening since the beginning of time. She a baddie. That is scary. This kid knows how to flirt better than me. Ah yes, the evil gay people are sexualizing your kids. Meanwhile, straight people shouldn't be allowed to design baby clothes or talk about kids apparently, because kids find everything interesting and will look at everything and anyone and smile at random things. Like these toddlers or babies smile when you crinkle up paper, but no, yeah, she's flirting. Y'all. And kind of trying to defend it by being like, oh, well, child marriages have always been a thing. Like, women have or like girls have always been married off to like old men, as if that isn't disgusting, and as if you want to be supporting that. What do you, y'all? Who let I know, but who let the straight people around children? Don't be like this. That's just weird. She's literally like not even 2 years old, and y'all want to sexualize her. That's disgusting. Okay, so I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but just because there is a name for something doesn't mean it's okay or normal, or there isn't something wrong with you. Don't get me wrong, I love Jaden, but if you feel like you can't love like real love, then there is something wrong with your brain and hormones, because she's saying is kind of like saying, oh, I thought there was something wrong with me because I couldn't feel empty, and then I found psychopathy, and now I know it's okay, and I'm normal. But it's not normal. There is still something medically wrong with you, and you should want to find a way to fix it. And if there is no way to fix it, then okay, that's fine. But you have to just live with it, but also acknowledge that it's not normal and that there is actually something wrong with you. All of this coming from the guy with a Confederate flag as a profile picture. What are you talking about? I know there's a lot of infighting in the queer community, and a lot of people being like, well, but being like aro ace isn't that dramatic, right? People don't hate on you for it, because they do. And I wish it was only people like this, but it comes from a lot of people. And also from someone who is trans and gets their hormone levels and everything checked quite regularly. I can tell you there is nothing wrong with my hormones. I can tell they're in the normal range. But there's literally nothing medically wrong with me. But I'm still aro ace. So, you know, maybe get your own intelligence checked, because this thought is not well thought out. Because comparing being any kind of queer to psychopathy is an interesting choice, really. Okay, this is why Disney is about to lose 300 million. So many men have clearly never seen a woman up close their whole lives. Oh my god, humans have hair on their body? That's weird. What are you literally? Different kind of people have like a different amount of body hair, sure. But all adults have hair everywhere on their body. Like for some people it's really fine and like really little, some people have more body hair, but it's literally just hair. Like, I know some people are going to be really pressed about it and actually boycott a movie or whatever because, oh my god, she's showing her body hair. But what are you... Literally, what are you doing? It's just hair. How can these people be like, oh no, I'm so masculine and so secure in my masculinity, but then freak out at hair? Interesting. And we have another interesting dating profile by Cody, who's apparently new here. The way to win me over is respect and obedience. Maintenance, whatever. Conservative, yeah, kind of figured from that top part. Life partner, I want to make a family with the right woman. A free, open, and understanding woman who wishes to be my subordinate. All I ask is that you give me the final say. You can have an opinion, but when a choice must be made, etc., I will be the one making the final decision, and there won't be any arguing about it. The hierarchy is me, then you, then the kids. Once again, I am a big fan of people putting it this openly in their profiles so you can actually run the opposite way. Because this is not 1950 where you can get away with this kind of behavior. Because, well, if you put laws and everything in place so that women, whatever, can't work and can't have their own, like, bank account, that they kind of have to be obedient so you won't, like, put them out on the street and they're gonna starve, which doesn't actually make it less disgusting, but, you know, you really can't get away with this kind of behavior anymore without being A, called out for it, and secondly, actually having any kind of dating pool, really. I heart boobs, just like my dad. Unisex baby one piece. This is what I mean. Who let these people design baby clothes? I mean, I'm a little bit, at least, impressed that you advertise it as unisex and not, oh, just for boys. This is just for boys, because I guess you support lesbians, but you're doing it in a really gross way, and I kind of wish you just hadn't made this onesie, you know? Single men do everything for themselves, but you never hear a man calling himself a strong, independent man. It's just being an adult. That's because society has never threatened men with lobotomies, disownment, or getting burned at the stake for not wanting to be forced into marrying old ladies thrice their age, repeatedly impregnated against their will, let women celebrate having freedoms despite the shitty backlash they receive. Listen, first of all, these men will stand here and be like, I need to find a wife, right? Because I need someone to, like, clean and do my laundry for me because I don't know how to take care of themselves, or I want a partner so they'll cook for me because I just eat like shit now because I just, like, do microwave meals or whatever. And you want to stand here and be like, oh, but these adults take care of themselves. Like, I know a lot of men who probably do okay on their own, right? Who are actually just an adult. But first of all, yeah, that's kind of normal. Like, we're all adults. We kind of all have to do that, right? We all have to, like, clean and take care of our house and make food. But it's never that serious. Like, women really weren't allowed to be independent for a long time. So them pointing it out, kind of logical. If a man were to start pointing it out, it would kind of be strange, right? Because that was never in question for men. But for women, you see these people being like, no, but I want an obedient wife. I don't want an independent woman. That's too threatening because then she might actually be right and call me out on it if she has, like, too strong opinions. Are y'all paying attention? My 5-year-old son this morning, L is for lesbian. My hubby says, yeah, true. Do you know what that means? 5-year-old, when a girl and a girl like each other. And that's okay, right? Yeah. No need to fixate, no white eyes, no big deal. All prejudice and judgment has a seed that is planted at home, but not our home. This is teaching a child to be prejudiced against those that recognize the natural order and purpose of sex. No, it isn't. This is just teaching children that it's not okay to be a dickhead, and that it's not okay to shame other people for who they are. Whereas you have apparently never learned that. You know, this child isn't gonna grow up gay just because it knows what gay people are. They're not gonna be prejudiced against straight people. They're just not gonna care too much about people's sexualities, really. They're just gonna be like, oh, you're a lesbian, okay, cool. That's great, you know? And that's kind of it. But you still want to find a flaw with that somehow. Good boomer humor. As boomer as it gets, but still relevant though. Harold, you left the toilet seat up again. Meanwhile, she's cluttering the entire bathroom. Ah yes, woman is hypocrite and the man is unfairly maligned. I mean, listen, if your bathroom literally looks like this, and she's not actually in the process of tidying up, and that's why it looks like this, because when you tidy up, it always gets messier first somehow, then yeah, kind of complaining about someone else leaving things in an undesired state seems a little bit hypocritical, right? But then you can also be like, okay, I'll work on putting the toilet seat down after I'm done using the toilet, and you maybe work on like putting things where they belong so the whole bathroom isn't cluttered. You're an adult. You can have good communication with your partner. It's okay, you can do that. You know, fun fact, I, a woman, was pulled into a one-to-one meeting because my tone in emails could be abrasive. And I had the satisfaction of pulling up every mail my mail manager had ever sent to compare. We came to the conclusion that I do not, in fact, email in an abrasive tone. I just email like a man. And the only people who ever found it abrasive were men who didn't enjoy being plainly told what to do by their female manager. It was never mentioned again. Grace Sagers. I'm using exclamation points so you know that I'm friendly and excited. But now I'm using a period so that you know I'm not crazy. Here's another sentence with a period as above her, proving my normalness. Thank you so much. It is literally insane to me what women have to go through literally every day. Like, it's not all big things like being assaulted or something. It's also just like constant microaggressions of people being like, oh no, but you're so rude, even though you will literally find mails by whatever mail managers who are written in the same kind of tone or way worse. And constant like being told to smile or that you're not polite enough when you're literally just in a bad mood, because that happens. Or just random things every day. But these men who make memes like this or complain that whatever, their girlfriend, or they can't find an obedient girlfriend without a butterfly tattoo apparently, are somehow, I don't even know. These people are not making a lot of sense to me, really. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it here because I feel like I'm gonna lose my mind if I look at more of these posts, because again, it's not making a lot of sense to me, and I'm kind of glad it doesn't. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're not like these people. I hope you're more like okay straight people, if there are straight people here watching it. I hope you're generally an okay and kind person, really. You know, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back in a few days with my next video.